Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start the new chapter, chapter 5, coal and petroleum. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the natural resources, that is coal, two natural resources. First one is coal and the second one is petroleum. So first of all, we will see what are the resources. We use various materials for our basic needs. Some of them are found in nature and some have been made by human efforts. All things which are obtained from nature are called as natural resources. Some examples of natural resources are land, air, water, sunlight, minerals, forest, animals, etc. We can classify these natural resources into two categories. The first one is exhaustible and the second one is inexhaustible. So we can classify the natural resources into two categories, exhaustible and inexhaustible. Now what are these exhaustible and inexhaustible resources? Inexhaustible resources are the resources which are present in unlimited quantity in nature. The quantity is unlimited, and that's why they are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. Okay, we can say that these resources are limitless. The example of inexhaustible natural resources are sunlight, air. Now, if we are talking about the exhaustible resources, so the amount of these resources in nature is limited. Okay, these natural resources are present in a fixed or limited amount, and that's why they can be exhausted by human activities. As natural processes can't renew them fast enough, that's why they can be exhausted easily. The examples of exhaustible natural resources are forest, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So these are the resources, now inexhaustible and exhaustible. Now in this chapter basically we have to discuss about the coal and petroleum, and these are the fossil fuels. You have done what are fossils in class 7. So these coal and petroleum, these are also the fossil fuels because they are formed from the dead remains of living organisms. These dead remains of living organisms are termed as fossils. So as we are getting the fuel from the fossils, that's why they are named as fossil fuels. So out of these two, coal and petroleum, these two natural resources, that is the fossil fuels also. First, we are going to discuss about coal. Coal is a hard substance which is black in color. It is just like a stone. Coal is one of the fuel used to cook food. In the earlier time, it was used to cook food. Now, in maximum homes, maximum houses, we are using LPG instead of coal. Earlier, it was also used in railway engines to produce steam to run the engine. But again, nowadays, we are not using that coal for running trains. It is also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity, and basically it is used as the fuel in various industries. So these are the various uses of coals. Now if we see the formation of coal, so how does that coal form? So coal was formed from large plants or trees that grew in swampy areas millions of years ago. They got buried under the earth due to some natural phenomena like earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. As they sank deeper, the intense heat of the core of the earth and the pressure of the soil above drove out the moisture and gases from the remains and increased their carbon content. So, in this way, all the other elements which were present in these living part of the substances, that is wood or the remaining part of the trees. So all the other elements will be removed out, and actually only the carbon content was present in that coal. Together of this, the bacteria action is also there, okay, which convert the cellulose which is present in the wood into the coal. So somehow these microorganisms are also responsible for the formation of the coal. So in that process, in which the conversion of wood into the coal, that is also in the absence of air, that is anaerobic conditions. So that process is termed as carbonization. So this is a very important definition in this topic, that is what is carbonization. So carbonization is the process of conversion of wood into coal in the absence of air. So in this way the coal is formed from the wood, and thus it found at greater depth is rich in carbon and poor in moisture content. The one which is present in the greater depth, the one which is the oldest variety of coal, that will have the maximum content of carbon, or we can say the minimum impurities are present in that type of coal. So on the basis of the impurities and the carbon content, we can classify the coal into different categories. These are anthracite, bituminous, lignite and peat. Out of this, anthracite is the best variety of coal, which contains near about 98% of carbon, and peat is the youngest variety of coal, which contain maximum amount of impurity, or we can say the minimum amount of carbon content, that is near about 55 to 60%. So this is about the different variety of coal. Now we can obtain various products from the coal, uh, and these products are very useful in various industries. So uh, the different products which can be obtained from coal are coke, coal tar and coal gas. Now from these substances, that is coal tar and coal gas, again basically we are talking about the coal tar. So from this again we can get so many substances. Okay, so what are these substances which are formed from coal tar, and how this coal tar, coke and coal gas is formed, that we are going to discuss in our next class. The various products which are obtained from coal. That's all for today. Thank you.